Nothing good can last forever. That much was clear throughout his entire life, but what happened on that day was an ultimate reminder. Those are the first lines of the prologue of Broken Hero, a story that I've now been writing for 2 years. Um, Hi. It's been some time. Been quite a long time actually. I'm not sure how long. I'll put it up here just so we all know. I was intending to get this video uploaded 2 months ago. Actually, in fact, very coincidentally, 2 months ago, I made the first recording of this video before I realized some things that made me switch up to making this version of the video instead. You see, I want to release Broken Hero. I want to slowly show people what it is that I've been working on for, so many years of my life. I said 2 years here, but really the concept and planning goes back, I believe, 4 years. Um, Maybe even longer. I think all the way back, maybe towards the end of 2021 or maybe the beginning of 2022. This concept started a long time ago as almost just a fanfic of characters, what would happen if these guys had the powers of other anime characters, and like it's almost just a fantasy world of what if these guys got superpowers, or just like the simple idea of what if you got powers, what would you do with them? That's almost all it was, and then it transformed into something way more. um I think one day I would love to try telling the whole story of how that really happened, but right now I don't think I'm ready to tell that full story. Um, right now I want to try and tell you about this because it's been a long time since I first started it, which I believe was 2024 on April 20th or the 24th. I can't really recall, or but I think it was the 20th. I wrote the first chapter in about an hour and a half. And now I believe I'm up to around 36 chapters, which probably isn't the most impressive thing when it came over 2 years, but to me it's, and very not impressive to me when there's still so much of the story to write, but I hope it's at least something. Um, I really wanted to make a whole longer, lengthy video talking about this and a whole bunch of other things, but then I realized I really didn't want to edit that whole video, so now I'm just gonna make a much shorter video talking simply about it and other things related to it. So I wrote a synopsis of it a while back, and now obviously going to tell you that so that you can understand it in the best way that I can deliver it. So here we go. Broken Hero follows the story of Zero, the arbiter of men, born in Japan. With nothing but wrath inside his soul, he claims the lives of every monster he can find. An infinite hunt. He unleashes his vengeance against everyone deserving, leading to more madness he must stand against. In this madness, those he loves stands against him, and others follow his lead through massacre after massacre. When everything good fades away, he wonders if he's the monster that should be slain. So much developed over the course of the years, and I really hope that one day I can try telling everyone how it really started and how I came to making certain conclusions, but this is a vigilante anti-hero, someone who believes that monsters should die, and if they live at all, even for a second longer, then they have to be killed, because if they live a second longer, they'll commit another crime. They'll commit another atrocity, and more people will be hurt, and more people will suffer. So Zero basically believes he's the judge, jury, and executioner. And then eventually the story switches up on him, where eventually he's the one being questioned about whether or not he's the monster, whether or not he's the one that should be put 6 feet under. I think it's at least interesting concept on its own, which obviously that's not even the beginning concept. It's developed into this, which I think is the crazier part. I think that's the greater part about it. Along with this synopsis, I wanted to show like the official art of Zero, of the character, including various artworks that I made of him in the past, which will be shown on screen now. Quite a few of them are mine. In fact, I believe around all of them are mine. Some of them are made with the help of apps, Gacha Club or Gacha Life. And eventually, decided that I wanted to get an official artwork of him. So I commissioned artwork from an amazing artist called Lucid, and she created this guy. I'm very happy with it. I'm very proud of it. It did take a lot of money from me, but I'm still ultimately happy with what I paid for and what it now is. Because this is really the first part in trying to tell this story. Now all of you know who Zero is, and all of you know who is the main character of the story. You see him right here, and I want to do more things like this in the future. I want to get more artwork made of the character so that everyone else can try and see what I'm actually trying to write. Now, onto the actual way I'm trying to release Broken Hero. I made a Patreon, not recently, just actually quite a long time ago, and I want to slowly start to release the story on there. Starting today, there will be a new chapter of the story released. The first 5 will be free to anyone who can access it, but future chapters, including the prologue, will be exclusive to any paying members. Well, not even starting today, actually. It started a while ago, and I just failed to make an announcement for it. I failed to do many things, and honestly, that's all on me. This video could have been released 2 months ago on the anniversary of Broken Hero, where I could have properly told everyone about how I'm trying to release the story, which is chapter by chapter. Um, I want to do it weekly. I want to do it, or at least every few weeks, I want to release a chapter of the story. And I want to keep going until Broken Hero is eventually finished. And then from there, we'll move on to revising, editing, and then eventually getting an official book. Honestly, all of the, I guess, absence of work or procrastination, that's all been on me. I can't make any excuses for it, or I can't really explain why everything happened that way, which is it's all my fault. And all it is just that I was lazy. I was being a sloth. Sometimes I was tired, but it's never stopped me before. I was just being tired, so it's really all on me. And eventually I didn't want to make any more promises, and I didn't want to apologize anymore for this if I was going to keep making the same mistake. And I hope that now, due to some recent events, that I'm able to get back into this and finally start to do what I really have wanted to do. And I promise I really have wanted to do this. And I really want everyone to see what it is I've made. If it's not clear already, I plan on putting all the money back into my projects and videos, buying more games to play, commissioning more artwork, and hiring workers for my projects. And I'm sure someone out there would love to see those projects and would love to see what I have to bring. I'm sure someone will fully understand my desires and my mission and my dreams, and they'll also be interested in trying to help in any way they can. Now, I believe I structured the Patreon so that anyone who wants to read the first 5 chapters, which I believe are the most essential chapters to understanding I guess, the main ideas. Those are the most important chapters, basically. And anyone who doesn't pay for the only tier, which is, I believe, $5, you can read the first 5 chapters to see if it's something you're interested in. I believe the price is fair, and if it's not, then anyone can just tell me otherwise. What would be a fair price for it? What would be better? Or what more would you want from this? I mean, I assume not everyone will start paying for it, especially since, well, the chapters will be slowly coming on the way for many weeks to come, and only after around a whole month will people even have any incentive to start getting tiers. But one thing I do want to do whenever I find the time to do it, I want to make videos going over each chapter, trying to explain my thought process behind the decisions made. And hopefully through that, people can either tell me, or if I somehow got my messaging wrong, or if someone's not getting the exact ideas I'm trying to get across, as in, like, if my intention does not align with what I've actually written down. I want feedback. It's all I'm really trying to say. And also, this Patreon on its own, I do want to release more early access content, or maybe in the future, if I ever play any videos that get demonetized on YouTube, then I can put it on there. Um, or any videos that simply get taken down, I can put them on there instead for anyone who wishes to see it. And I'm sure eventually I'll learn the proper ways of how to run this Patreon. I'm sure there's many more ways I'll start improving over my career as a creator and YouTuber now. I'm sure I'm already missing out on a whole lot of things I want to say, and I'm sure there's many more things I want to tell people. I guess you'll just have to stay tuned, as I've been asking everyone to do through the course of my channel, and I'm still glad that there's still people sticking around. The next video I plan on releasing will be a Garchana Banban 2. I'm not so happy to be doing it, but I hope that someone out there will be. So, goodbye, farewell, stay tuned. I hope to see you another day.